see here. It looks like we're live. Okay. And here we are.
Welcome to the show, everybody.
Yeah. Okay, so live and direct from the farmer's market. It's 10:08.
Turn my headphones down just a little bit.
You want your headphones down just a little bit. You're touchy, man. You are really
Too much. More? Up more?
You said you wanted it up more?
Well, your voice is really loud.
Okay, I can bring it down a little bit.
Yeah, bring your... There we go.
Yeah, yours is loud too. I mean, it's just tapping out there a little bit. It's all right.
All right, we're good.
So we're coming live direct from the farmer's market. I think, like I said, I want to experiment. It's Gunner Grieve.
Yes, sir.
And GG.
GG and MC.
GG and MC. I'm your one of your hosts here, Mikey Montana, aka Santa Monica Mike. Okay.
He gave himself that nickname.
I did. And you know, there's a lot of nicknames.
I don't know if that's allowed.
It's true. There's actually Joey Vecchione gave me Santa Monica Mike.
The Santa Monica Mike. That's cool then.
But because, you know, I had moved, I'd gone up in the world, and I had moved from, I'm going to have to put a "do not have loud wheels behind me" sign up around here. Like, take the other sidewalk. I'm getting tight because it's like
these cards.
But
man.
I like the
fruit cards.
Send me the link or can I, how do I do it again? Let me go to my
go to your YouTube channel. So look at it. Mike's trying to send out the link for the show.
Yeah.
You go to your YouTube channel.
And this is, hopefully this will be a long show because and it depends on how much shade we get, but it looks like we're losing it. It's like a sundial here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And once we start to fry is when we gotta cut the show. I don't think it's quite that. Maybe so. We got an umbrella this week. And we haven't come up with a name for this show yet, but that's okay. Right now, it's photo play vérité for lack of
better name.
For a 4-second currently keyframes analytics. Let's see what we're doing. Okay, is it still streaming? Is it good? Error. Okay, let me just make sure we're still good. Okay, no, we're live. Maybe it's dropping some keyframes, and that's okay. I'm not making a big deal about that. If the video's kind of glitchy, you can accept it, folks.
You got
the whole zero.
Out?
No, I don't yet. I'm just distracted by a couple little things. I was watching a Miles Davis video. I told you about the wheels behind me. A Miles Davis video on there. Here I am. You going to the...
We could call the show Wheels Behind Me.
So can I find my live right here? Look, I'm in my account. You should be the IT guy, you know what I mean? You're younger than me. You're 21, 22 years old. You should be in full command of technology at this point. So yes, we're live from the Santa Monica market. It's the chef's market. I consider it the best market. We're luckily in the shade today.
The link has been copied. Where do you want to go?
Okay, let me just put this out
you
there.
didn't.
I'm just gonna tell a couple guys because I don't really have it. So you sent it to me?
Yeah. No, I copied the link.
Okay, perfect.
All you gotta do is paste.
Perfect. Let's see.
We're looking at some absolutely beautiful melons right now. It's getting into the third week in June, and right here in front of us.
It's about to be the summer solstice.
Yeah, we got Wiser Family Farms right in front of us. They got some of the best melons on planet Earth.
And that's not a joke. Like,
No.
we're not being facetious.
No, they're actually legit. This farmer's market that we're at right now is one of the most legit farmer's markets on planet Earth, for sure. Definitely in the United States, it's a top 5.
They say that, and you
They
know,
say that, and I believe it, bro. I mean, you walk through this farmer's market,
it's a great farmer's market. Can I tell you something? This is an opinion that I've had before.
Okay.
And all the produce here looks incredible.
Yes.
You know, but it doesn't have the struggle of that winter, or it's like there's something about it. There's a lack of complexity to a lot of the in such an ideal climate. It doesn't struggle, and it like sort of, you know, that's what a lot of in evaluating good grapes for wine is that you're looking into the terroir, which is the very soil that it's grown in. You know, and whether if it's in certain soils affect that grape significantly. There's really like there's millions of grape, like, you know, Italy for instance has 350 varieties, and that's just because it's all dialect in Italy. And the same thing with in Portugal, I come to find, which is far newer on the market. It's just almost like little miniature regions in Italy, but there's really just 5 noble grapes, right? And so there's not much of a variation between what the structure, the whole thing, what a grape is. The difference is maybe there's 5, and then there's not much of it. What it is it's the majority of it is the terroir, is what I'm saying. It's all
about the soil.
It's all about the soil, and it's just like human beings in a way. Like we're very much like grapes, and grapes do very well. We're thin-skinned. We have a juicy interior. Essentially, we're like a bag of like water, really, like we are. And so grapes do well, and I feel like you know, humans do well in Mediterranean climates, but the more interesting people end up being in places where there's a little bit of struggle as well, right? Like, if you're just,
if life is easy, then it's your personality is not going to be as much depth.
It's not as much complexity. Exactly.
Sure.
So I kind of find, and I always go on these tangents, and you know, I went off on grapes for a second there, but I feel like grapes are a really good litmus for the rest of all produce, because they're the most sensitive, right? They're like the canary in the coal mine of the way that we sort of
I never thought about that before, grapes being like the sort of benchmark.
Yeah, or like the canary in the coal mine. It's like the, you know, that it's an analogy or a metaphor where it's like the canary.
It's so sensitive.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You got it. So it's so sensitive that, and I feel like that's the way that I taste California wine. For me, often lacks a lot of complexity that I like from, like, you know, like maybe like wine from the Mosel in Germany, or like certain places, like even more northern. Like I'm less interested and less curious in, like, you know, the myriad of Italian wines, although I do enjoy them, you know. And also they have their own terroirs. That's why, hence 300. There's so many terroirs. It's so complex, really, in Italy, that it's almost like they're all named. These varieties are all named after their terroirs rather than their regions. Rather than the grapes, right? The grape is like.
Yeah, because the flavor of the grape will change depending on what terroir you're
of course
growing in.
And like and how you, what you do to that grape, what you do to that juice once you've, you know, how long it sits in oak, or how long it sits in steel casks, or how, you know, how, like, is it, you know, there's a whole production that's even after that, obviously, as well. So you have this like, you know, like we don't have to digress, and we're here at the farmers market, and, you know, we're just doing our thing.
So that's a little intro about how I kind of want to revisit the thing you said originally, as far as grapes being the canary in the coal mine for the farmers market,
or for vegetables and fruit, vegetables in general. I think, you know, like growing things that we taste and eat, you know. Because
I've had I've had the best grapes in my life at the farmers market here in LA. Not here specifically at this Wednesday market, but there's a Sunday market in Santa Monica over by Main Street, that has some of the best grapes I've ever had. Seeded grapes too.
Sweet grapes, though.
I mean,
Like
yes,
juicy,
they got
eating grapes.
sweet.
Yeah.
They're super delicate. The guy lets you hand select a bag of them, and they're really really good. So I don't really agree with you that you're saying that the market here lacks a complexity or depth of flavor.
And I don't want to talk shit on the market. I was just saying that maybe that's my own, like, you know, having experienced the variety at, let's say, the farmers markets, local, obviously, in New York City.
Sure.
And I really do miss a certain complexity to particular things. Like, I noticed that the blueberries here aren't quite as tasty, you know, or as, and also the potatoes aren't as complex.
Have you had the potatoes
Yes,
here?
I have. I
Really?
do, and I really
Wow.
like Weiser, and they have all the good varieties. They have Magic Mollies. They have Butterball. Butterball is probably my favorite potato. It's like a nutty, creamy potato, you know. That's the way you would describe it when people ask me.
Yeah. I mean, it's just funny.
Why is that funny for you?
We're yapping about potatoes.
Well, you should.
good
That's
fun.
we are at the farmers market, and it's
Yeah.
appropriate, you know.
Little dude over here wants to say what's up.
Oh, he can't. I'm just gonna turn this.
Yeah, you want to say hello?
Oh, hi. Oh, we're just doing a little live streaming. Yeah.
Yeah, we're live streaming. You want to say hello to the viewers?
You could just kind of like wave into the camera, I guess. We have
Yeah.
one.
He's a little shy. It's all right.
Let me just see here. I got this going. I'm gonna see if I can't get. Let me see something here.
Yeah, I'll fill the void right now. We got some excellent vendors here at the farmers market. This market specializes in fresh produce, so there's no hot food here. It's all about the ingredients. You see a lot of people with their carts. Mike was talking about the wheels behind us. That's all about the carts going behind us. People doing their shopping for the restaurants and for, you know, household. This is like their weekly shop for sure. And there's such a great vibe here. Some excellent people, you know, excellent food, excellent produce. And the more that I go to the farmers market, the more I love it. The more I find the vendors that I love, and the more that I find it's my favorite way to eat food is fresh from the local people, supporting local farms and supporting
What are you rambling? You're just
the soil of California,
you're
bro.
fasted right now. Is that correct?
Yes, I am fasted right now.
You're like the soils of California, bro. I'm just like, and
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
It's all
I'm trying
about-
to find the outputs. Let me see here. I saw a selection for this, so I can send you out into the field with
Great.
this wireless situation, but I'm going to try to figure out how to get it.
Well, maybe let me see it. I'm the tech guy. Remember?
Yeah. See if you can't. No, but it doesn't. You have to get it on the mixer. Hold on a second. Let me ask my guy here.
Yeah, get Tom on the horn. Tom is Mike's Chat GPT
Let's see here if I
for
can.
the viewers.
Let me see here. Tom, are you there? My question is where can I hold on a second. I want to turn you up in a second. Tom, where can I connect the wireless Me, which is the Rode wireless? How can I wirelessly connect it to my Rodecaster Pro 2? Can you tell me that?
Absolutely. To connect your Rode Wireless ME to your Rodecaster Pro 2 wirelessly, follow these steps. 1. Power on the Rode Wireless ME. Make sure your wireless transmitter and receiver are fully charged and powered on. 2. Enable Bluetooth on the Rodecaster Pro 2. On the Rodecaster Pro 2, navigate to the Bluetooth settings and make sure Bluetooth is turned on. 3. Pair the devices. On the Rode Wireless ME receiver, enable pairing mode. Refer to your device manual for specifics. Then, on the Rodecaster Pro 2, search for the device and select it to establish a connection. 4. Confirm connection. Once connected,
Okay.
you'll see an indication on the
Okay, Tom. Wait a second here. My other question is what's the pair? I didn't bring that manual with me over here to the farmers market. So what is the pairing? What is the pairing? Little buttons that I push on the wireless Me.
No worries. To put your Rode Wireless ME into pairing mode, follow these steps. 1. Turn on the receiver. Make sure the receiver unit of the Rode Wireless ME is powered on. 2. Enter pairing mode. On the receiver, there should be a button or a combination of buttons you need to press to enter pairing mode. Typically, this involves pressing and holding the Bluetooth button or a specific pairing button until you see a flashing light indicating it's ready to pair.
Okay, I think it actually is ready to pair. Let me just see something here.
We're currently setting up the lavalier mic so
Yeah.
that I can walk around and talk to people.
Yeah. Let me just see here a second. I gotta find. Where do I find that? Oh. Huh. I should have maybe tested this. I should have maybe tested this at home. Let me see. One second. Sorry. Yeah, I've got a problem here with this. Okay. Let me see. Second here.
I wonder what's happening over here. Oh, these ladies are taking a photo of their bouquet. Some beautiful flowers. I gotta get the Instagram shot. I get it.
Okay. One thing. Input. Okay. I don't know how to. Okay, let me see. 1 second. This guy's over here like slamming the chairs. He's like purposely like he's like, "Are you doing a show over there? Because I'm just slamming these chairs over here if you don't mind." I'm looking into the acoustics right now. I'm sorry. Just bear with me for a second, folks.
You need a second to figure it out.
Yeah. Hold on 1 second.
I'm gonna do a little stroll up and down the market.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah, I'll be back in 5 minutes.
Okay, sounds great. Okay, what do we got here? Oh, shit.
This is groovy. Second.
So they think I wanna die, yeah, cause my dose is suicide, yeah, bet my coffin would be nice, yeah, stir that bitch up with some ice, yeah. These people don't want me alive, no, they wanna play games with my life, oh, the coupe doors are suicide, oh, the coupe doors are suicide, oh. Said I hope you got my new bitch, hey, I left it on the suicide dope, bitch, yeah, and you left it on the floor, bitch, hey, rule number one, never trust no bitch, get this green and smoke this green, gotta stay potent, pussy nigga talking shit, but he ain't no shit, chicken noodle ass nigga, man, you boneless, yeah, I keep my ratchet boy, you Polish, way, throwing bands tonight, shawty throwing bands tonight, throwing bands tonight, ooh. So they think I wanna die, yeah, cause my dose is suicide, yeah, bet my coffin would be nice, yeah, stir that bitch up with some ice, yeah. These people don't want me alive, no, they wanna play games with my life, oh, the coupe doors are suicide, oh, the coupe doors are suicide, oh.
Rode Wireless Pro transmitter wirelessly to a Rodecaster Pro 2 or Rodecaster Dual. Now the Rodecaster Pro 2 and the Rodecaster Dual can only do this with one transmitter, so you're not going to be able to connect two transmitters. Also, when connecting the transmitter, you do not need the Rode Wireless Pro receiver. That can all stay off. All you need is one transmitter on, and that can connect to the Rodecaster Pro 2, and the Rodecaster Pro 2 works as a receiver. Now another thing to know is that this will only work by assigning this to one of the microphone inputs. So one of the four, you cannot assign this to any other virtual faders. All right, so make sure that your Rode Wireless Pro is on and somewhat near the device. Pick whichever microphone input you want to assign. For me, I'm going to go to mic 3. So I'm going to click the button for this input. So long as you have one of the newer updates, you should be able to scroll to the right and see wireless. And it looks like a Rode Go 2 or Rode Wireless Pro. Go ahead and click on that and then pair device. Power on TX, which it already is, and press the power button once more. And there it is. Now you can see it's paired and you can see the levels going up. So if I go to the home button, now with my fader here, you can see the audio picking up from the microphone on the Rode Wireless Pro. And then if you look really closely on the mic input number, again for me it's 3, there's a little tiny wireless symbol there. It looks like a Wi-Fi icon. And that's to let you know that you are connected to a wireless transmitter instead of a hardwired microphone. Now if you ever want to unpair it, just go back into the settings and then you can unpair this wireless transmitter. With this, you're able to do all the other processing, all the other effects that you could do with any other microphone input. So there you guys have it. That's how simple it is to connect a Rode Wireless Pro transmitter to the Rodecaster Pro 2 or the Rodecaster Dual. If you're interested in getting any of these products, I do have links in the description where you can purchase them. It doesn't change the price that you get it at, but it does help this channel. Please make sure to drop a like on this video, drop a comment below if you have any questions.
Mr. Mister.
Hello, hello, hello. 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 Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello. Hello? Hello? Hello, hello. Oh, it does work. Okay, great. Oh, shit. Now I got this one working. That's perfect. Are we still? Oh, shit. This is crazy. This is crazy. This is.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, we need to put the plug. We need to put the plug out there. Let's see. We're going live and direct. Let's see what we got here. Oh yeah, it's working. Okay.
I got this
Started
guy.
working. Let me see. Let's see which one it is. Hello?
I think it's this one.
Yeah. You can clip it on too. Yeah. You hear me? Let's see.
Does this work?
Yeah, let me
Does this work? Is this okay?
let me see. I'm gonna turn you up.
Maybe put it a little closer to your mouth.
Should I put it like?
You can just hold it.
How's that?
Oh,
Yeah, it's
perfect.
pretty good.
Does that work okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do we have a chair for the Mushroom King?
Um,
I'm gonna listen to your YouTube. What do you call yourself? Hunter?
It's called.
hold on.
It's on Michael's YouTube channel.
Just sit on the corner of this. I'm gonna set the
Okay.
chair up for you. But
We're like street busking.
it's.
What?
What's your YouTube channel called?
Oh, we don't. It's called. Okay, so the title of this show is Photo Play Verite, but it's under my name, Michael Jude Caputo, I believe.
Yeah.
It's just by default. I have to set up Michael Caputo. Yeah.
And it's under and Gunner and you, there's like no come up. You come up with it.
My name isn't directly like. If you look up my name, you'll get my YouTube channel. Although currently we're streaming through his YouTube channel,
Yeah.
Michael Jude Caputo.
Jude.
Got it. All right.
Yeah.
I don't want to keep you from.
Do you have your phone? You can look it up right now. Yeah.
Howard, can you do me a favor? Could you take a picture of all of us and like text it to me?
Great idea.
I wanted to make sure you're. I think you're on 4.
Amazing. I think you have my number, right? Perfect. Amazing.
I will send it to you. I'll be back in a minute.
All right, brother.
Well,
Good luck. Good luck at Armageddon at the Apple Store.
So you're the mushroom. Oh
No-
wait, let me give you some headphones so you can hear us
Yeah.
really well. Actually,
Yeah.
I got that for you too. Let me see. Now, just plug.
He doesn't know who I am. I guess he doesn't recognize me as the Mushroom King.
Not yet.
No.
He will soon.
How,
though.
why would I? Why should I recognize? I'm sorry, I don't.
I mean, you should. Because
I'm sorry.
I have a crown. I have mushrooms.
Yeah, he's got.
Okay,
a
you
mushroom
want to plug
t-shirt?
this in here?
Yeah, I got you.
Can you? What you? I can't do it from a. If you don't mind.
Mushroom King. Do you
3.
want number 3 or 4?
3. Channel 3.
Yeah, I got you on volume up already.
Okay.
Can you hear yourself now?
Yeah. Can you turn it down a little bit? It's not
Yeah.
loud.
Okay.
Perfect.
Is
How
that
do I
good?
look? I
You
don't
look
want
good.
to take my crown off, you know?
Yeah.
Um,
it looks great.
Because we got to honor the land.
Yeah.
Sure.
So, you're the Mushroom King. I see your shirt says. Is that what it says on it?
No. The shirt says,
I saw a mushroom
eat a
on there.
mushroom, don't kill people.
Oh, okay. What kind of
We're non-violent.
psychedelic mushrooms, right?
All mushrooms.
Okay.
All fungi.
Can you turn my headphones down a little bit?
We're talking about like the fungi, the mycorrhizal fungi underground that connect plants, lion's mane, all of them.
Are you familiar with Stamets?
I am. I'm friends with Stamets.
Oh, you are?
Yeah. I'm gonna see him this summer at the Telluride Mushroom Festival.
Okay. Yeah, he has a place up in Sequim, Washington, where I play.
Oh,
I mean,
cool.
where I stay often. My partner, she spent half her life there,
Oh, cool.
and we spend a lot of time up there, and he has a new facility right there. But I'm into him.
For cultivation?
For cultivation,
Okay.
and I have never met him, but
Yeah.
he seems like
He spoke last year at UCLA,
okay, cool.
and he has a book coming out this fall, so I offered to help his book in LA and do like a big mushroom event for him. With,
Okay.
like, selling tickets and stuff at a theater in Santa Monica.
Which theater?
It's called like the something Abramson Theater. It's at like Pico and 26th.
Okay. Are you from? Do you live in Los Angeles?
I live in LA, yeah. Is this on? Are we doing it?
What's
Yeah.
that?
Has it started?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we've been on.
Oh yeah. What's up, man?
Oh, sorry. So what's your name?
Yeah,
I'm the Mushroom King,
Okay.
and I'm here. First of all, I'm being hijacked. My body's been hijacked by fungi.
Okay.
It's like The Last of Us,
Uh-huh.
where you have like the cordyceps and they overtake the fungi,
Sure.
right? Except they've done it for me and they forced me to become a mushroom comedian. And they told me I have to spend the next 10 years in LA. I don't want to live here anymore. I'm against my will. I'm a mushroom puppet, effectively.
Really?
And I have to tell the story of the fungi
Okay.
and tell humans what the perception of their actions are based in the natural world.
Oh,
so,
okay.
So you, to clarify, you feel inspired and almost hijacked by mushrooms to spread the word of mushroom cheer.
Yeah. They've hijacked my nervous system.
How did that happen?
How about 25 years ago?
Okay.
And I was much younger, more new to the world, and I ate psilocybin in Memphis, Tennessee,
Yeah.
and they hijacked my nervous system, and they started making me feel, and I started crying and grieving and loving
I
myself.
like the Rastafarian back here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Feeling the air, Ray.
Hey, I enjoy it.
What's up? No problem.
Wagwan.
Nice.
So yeah,
Feel great.
they hijacked my nervous system,
Cool.
Yeah.
and then I was in denial. I didn't believe it was real. So I went to corporate America and I worked for Disney and a lot of startups in LA and around the world, really.
Yeah.
And they came back for me. And like, bro, you're fulfilling your destiny right now. You have to like educate the humans about why the planet's not working right now because of human behavior.
Wow.
So I'm at the farmer's market now to like talk about the Mushroom King. And I have a comedy show coming up on Friday in Hollywood. So
Okay.
We're getting people out. It's part of the LA Fringe Festival.
Okay.
And it's about the Mushroom King and like kind of like how I'm doing this to help heal the planet and talk to people about like the larger connection we have to nature and to ourselves.
Tell me about it.
It's just like I mean, it's you and I talking, right? It's like having organic conversations at a hyper local level and ignoring all the bullshit that's going on that the humans are causing to destroy the planet and just focusing on our own perceptions of reality, and that's all we can really change. We can't change anyone else's mind, just our own perception of our own reality.
Well said. Would you agree that the next step forward for the human race is not getting rid of practices that don't work, but employing and focusing more on practices that do work, things that bring abundance and peace and happiness and connection, rather than focusing on the things we don't like, focusing on the things we do like?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, the things that we things that work we focus on, and the other stuff that doesn't work, it starts to dissolve
Yeah.
because it's not real. It's in our human brain. So the mushrooms are teaching all of us to use our bodies now and to drown out our brains and say our brains are one organ, but they're not the dominant organ. And we were never supposed to dominate the planet. Like, that was never the plan. Humans have just taken that step, and it's not working, obviously.
Yeah. What do you think is the ideal way for humans to exist?
Well, I think we have to, I had a vision, the mushroom showed me a vision of evacuating LA in 10 years and leaving the urban landscape of Los Angeles and moving to like remote areas with like 10 or 15 of your best friends, and you leave the city and you
Wow.
just live off the land in like upstate New York, Iowa, where I'm from, Washington, and you start a new community, like a colony with like 10 or 15 of your best friends.
Maybe, perhaps that is almost unavoidable, that condition. Like, that's sort of a Ray Kurzweil sort of theory, right? That will, just even most people that are engaged in society like that will be at maybe paying $15 for a sandwich. I think we said at the time, this is his actual analogy was that we would, or example was that we would pay maybe $15 for a sandwich, then it would be like $100 for a sandwich, and then we would be like, okay, maybe we should go back to farming and raising our own whatever livestock. Would the condition and inflation would be so severe that that's sort of, he's a singularity sort of theorist, and that's just in the trajectory to singularity, which is also the whole AI conversation now, which is like that we won't have jobs in the same way that you had referred to earlier in for Disney, or you were working for the corporate machine, more or less, is what you're saying, right? And that sort of is drying up as well, and maybe humans will have to kind of resource to being more resourceful.
I mean, I had a crazy experience at Google yesterday. I was
you went there with your mother.
I went to the Google campus with my mother, and I'm hearing this story about this girl who just got this job at Google. I'm hearing like the Google gossip from from two of the employees, and they're talking about this girl who, got a job, and every 2 or 3 weeks she goes on medical leave, just for like mental health.
Yeah.
And they're really like, these big corporations, people are trying to game the system, and they're getting paid more money to not work than they actually are. And so these massive corporations, they have these systems that aren't properly working.
Right.
And the people there, one of the people was on anxiety medication, and it just feels so out of alignment. And the way that the place was set up was like this beautiful campus. They have these art exhibits, they have a game room, like all the amenities are great, and people are probably getting paid well, but it's like, at what cost?
Yeah. I mean, and just want to say again, like, my nervous system's been hijacked. It's just the mushrooms talking right now. Like, humans are absolutely insane. Like, I'm insane, you're insane, we're all insane. And we're not really taking responsibility for our actions, that we're destroying the planet without any hesitation, and it's compulsion. So most people in this environment, we're at the 3rd Street Promenade, they don't even know that they're like polluting. They are so compulsive about the pollution. If you say that they're polluting, they're like, I recycle, right? But they're like, our whole system's built on waste. There's no waste in nature. The mushrooms decompose.
Look at those boxes sitting right in the background here.
Right, all the plastic we use in the farmer's market, all the single-use plastic, right?
It's pretty.
We're so compulsive, though, we don't even realize.
But I just love how that is your background, which is like a pile of
it's
cardboard
like
that will be recycled, apparently.
Somebody's home,
Yeah.
No, if this is even recycled, right? Maybe we use it 2 or 3 times. And in the forest, the mushrooms decompose trees when they fall.
Sure.
And turn it into soil.
Yeah.
So eventually the mushrooms are going to have to decompose at 3rd Street Promenade.
I think that
are we going to help them or not is the question.
I think that fungus really is the largest network in right? Is that not
it's
correct?
The entire network of the planet.
Yeah, absolutely. So
it's highly intelligent. It's spiritual.
I guess you're very much into Terence McKenna.
I mean, Terence is a very emblematic person of what went wrong in the 90s. Is that people like him were silenced.
Yeah.
Because he was against the status quo.
Yeah.
And there was no platform like YouTube back then.
Yeah.
And so we're all kind of Terence McKenna right now. and you actually consider him, is he a prophet? I don't think so, but you can make the case, maybe.
Yeah, I would say that he was a pretty. I mean, I love listening to him speak.
Yeah.
I don't know Terrence McKenna. Fill me in.
He's just a prophetic guy who died in like maybe 2001 or 2000. He had a serious brain cancer that came suddenly, and he did like a lot of experimentation around the world with like
He's like a psychedelic guru,
ayahuasca
though.
and
You know.
psilocybin.
Yeah.
And he wrote a bunch of books about it and explored like alien life and mushrooms and really pushed the conversation forward. And you think he's crazy by some of his talks because he sounds kind of paranoid, but he's a very sober person, and he's very much an environmentalist. And he died
It's
around
so
51.
difficult.
What'd you say?
Oh no, I'm sorry. I can't for some reason. I couldn't find something here. Okay.
So, Terrence
Go right ahead.
McKenna, mushroom guru, mushroom king. What was your first mushroom experience?
It was at one time in college, and I'm in Memphis, Tennessee.
You had mentioned that it was in Memphis, and that's when it took hold of your body.
Yeah,
The first time.
and I was at the Pyramid, which is a music venue that's now like a Bass Pro Shop.
Okay.
Back then it was a music experience venue, and I'm crying at this concert, and I'm like, wow, I'm grieving for my lost.
So they took
childhood.
over that theater,
Yeah,
and it's now
a bass fishing pro shop. It was a 20,000 person, like a 15,000 person music venue.
and is it in the shape of a pyramid?
Yeah, it looks like the Egyptian, and it's right on the Memphis River,
That's
which is like the Nile.
It's a famous.
No, I had this like deeply spiritual experience.
Wow.
Inside of that pyramid.
Yeah, and in the parking lot.
Which is that's an apt experience, really, inside of a.
Yeah. Oh, it's so
Yeah.
special. And then I made a graphic novel about it. It's on my website.
Oh, okay. What is your website?
It's www.lamush.org. The company's called Los Angeles Mushrooms. So it's all about bringing mushrooms to LA.
What do you think is the optimal way for people to get into mushrooms, to try mushrooms? To give you an example,
Hold on 1 second. What?
my parents, they don't support mushroom use at all. They see it as hard
I
hard
think it's
drugs.
just going to get weirder and weirder
Let's
and
give him a
weirder,
second.
and finally
McKenna.
it's going to
Yeah.
be so weird that people are going to have to talk
That's what's
about how
happening right
weird
now.
it is. And at that point, novelty theory can come out of the woods. Because eventually people are going to say, what the hell is going on? It's just too nuts.
Let me tell. So my first experience with Terrence McKenna, I'm gonna be 50 years old this November, and so to date me, it was at a rave, and I was visiting a friend in college, and we went to a rave, and we had ate some maybe acid or mushrooms or something, but I was listening to Terrence McKenna speak. You know, it was pre-YouTube really, or before I had a relationship with YouTube. This is like 1994, 95, and I had heard him. I believe the DJ was mixed it into the music, and I was like, who? He wasn't the vision of what he looks like, you know. And I'm looking at him now. And he, I mean, even as younger, he's like maybe even more charismatic. But, and I was just like, wow, this is some trippy stuff this guy's talking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was just like, and then I was just listening, you know, I was just like, this is amazing I think he was talking about green machines, and it had me thinking about, you know, sort of gremlins. Like, that's the way he described, you know, he has these ways of describing each psychedelic experience, sort of they having their own sort of formula. I mean, he even mentioned quickly their novelty theory, which is what this sort of loosely that, it's based on the I Ching or something like that.
Yeah,
we
the I
have
Ching.
these cyclical sort of like, time is actually condensed. It's almost
what
its
happened
own
with COVID.
singularity theory as well.
But think about COVID. Think about all the things that have happened since COVID, right? We had like Supreme Court justices die, elections during 2020,
How it's gotten
24.
more zany.
So, but look at all these condensed life events that have happened in this short amount of time. And that's what I think he's explaining, is that what is time? Time is a series of events. So if you live your life, let's say you have one key event in 10 years, but you have 500 key events in 1 year, right? So you look at all these events that have happened, like the fires in LA.
Yeah.
Right? So there's a lot of condensed history happening right now.
Sure.
That's speeding up our understanding of what's going on.
Do you think time is consistently speeding up?
I think time is.
It feels that way, at least when when you get older, though.
I think our perception of time is speeding up. I think that maybe we're catching up to it finally. And the reality of time is that it's not linear. That's as much as it taught me that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
This, for all we know, has already happened. Like,
Well, that's what I think.
David
I think that is
introduced
the
me-
idea that it's already happened,
no
and
control
time
over
is
this.
its own dimension,
Yeah.
and that we're experiencing time, but it's already. I mean, that's like sort of the Buddhist idea, right? They're wearing gold, or in the way that they're buried, because they're saying we're already a corpse, we're already dead.
Yeah.
You know, we're like, you know, the Grateful Dead, like this Walking Dead sort of, because this is just a vessel.
Right.
That, you know, it's just
We're
like
already dead.
Yeah.
This already happened.
It's already happened. So it's
we have
like,
a destiny to fulfill, and this is part of it.
and we're just we're just experiencing in the now.
Right.
But
What about like manifestation and creating something that an individual wants or, you know, desires? What do you think about that?
There's no such thing as individualism, right? So like,
It's the collective.
it's a collective.
Yeah.
So my relationship with you doesn't matter. My relationship with the planet matters, and you're on the planet with me right now for a finite amount of time. So I want to do as much as I can.
Well, I guess your relationship with somebody else reflects the relationship you have with yourself.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at this from a time standpoint, then Terrence possibly could have helped tremendously save the planet from destruction.
Yeah.
well, that was also Timothy Leary's sort of like what Gang of Mary prank, like the sort of tour bus around with everyone should take LSD, and that we'd probably have less war, or we'd probably have no war, perhaps. You know, if all our politicians had at
Right.
least a psychedelic
But that didn't
experience.
work, right? Because like the 60s didn't work because, as Terrence once said, they put the cuckoo clock back together, right?
Yeah.
But like, what if the cuckoo clock never existed? Right? What if this doesn't? This is not real. Like the Third Street Promenade is artificial.
Yeah.
Well, I've actually never combined DMT and psilocybin. I have smoked at the top of an LSD trip. And that's a
Do you
young
think
man's
things
dream,
matter?
Believe me.
Oh yeah, this is real. This is really happening.
I've
This
actually
100%
never
matters.
combined
Sure.
DMT
I think it's
and
easy to check out.
psilocybin. I
That's
have
what Elon
smoked
Musk sells.
DMT
He's like, oh,
at
this
the
is a
top of an
this is a
LSD
projection
trip.
or whatever he said.
And that's
Yeah.
a young
And it's a way to be
man's
cynical.
game, Believe me.
What about,
Like Joe Rogan.
you think Joe Rogan's cynical?
100. He told me. Yeah, he told me like there's a lot of stuff about him online where he thinks we're supposed to destroy the Earth.
Really?
And we're supposed to then destroy. He thinks LA is a cesspool. Like a lot of his early stand-up was like about how LA is just an awful place and it needs to be destroyed and we're here to trash the planet. And
Well,
I was like, what?
I mean, I think that Joe Rogan's got some points. LA is an odd place.
It's terrible.
It's a really
We're not here to trash it.
no. I don't think that's the case, but it is a bizarre place and a volatile place in a
It's
way.
violent.
Yeah, it is.
Really, humans here are so violent.
Totally. It's
But
like
we
more so.
mobilize
I'm
it.
coming from New York. I say this
I
all
don't
Yeah.
experience that.
You can. It's. Well, you're in Venice, Gunnar. You're only just in
Yeah,
Venice.
I feel like Venice is. I've been around Venice and LA and Hollywood and like.
but I guess
all
Venice
in
was
between.
once bad at one
But
point. I
even
heard.
the homeless people that get cleared out like every week, they get like thrown in I don't know where, but they're not going to like 5-star resorts.
No.
People clear out homeless people all the time in LA, and that's a pretty violent act if you actually watch that go down. Like people's belongings get thrown away.
Yeah, it's
Sure.
kind of a crazy experience, huh?
It's traumatizing to watch it. We just desensitize ourselves, or at least I do,
Yeah.
to survive.
Yeah.
Have you looked into any meditation?
Oh yeah, I teach breathwork meditation.
Okay.
I'm certified to teach yoga nidra, breathwork, and I teach in LA at my gym. You know, so I do a lot of meditation.
Where's your gym?
I do rock climbing.
Uh-huh.
I do indoor rock climbing. I go to a place called Center One.
Okay.
So I teach breathwork there.
Do you ever do you climb up in like sort of Yosemite and
I'm not there yet.
Okay,
I'm not
yeah.
like at the Yosemite level.
okay, because I was just
Have you?
thinking. No, I mean I've done like half. I'm not really a climber, I wouldn't say, but I mean I dig that. Like I was just in the Buttermilks recently, and there was a lot of bouldering. That's a
Like,
great.
For example, the violence is so real. There's a guy with packing heat right here.
Oh, Brinks, that guy's delivering money.
Right. But
Yeah.
he's got a gun walking through.
And he's also got a bulletproof vest on,
Yeah.
and yeah, he's
like he's packing heat, just walking. I mean, like, but we ignore it. We're like, oh, that should.
yeah. I think we or we don't ignore it. We normalize, and those sort of like. It's funny how like I'm cold, right? But you notice that this is also like a pressure that happens from the sun. Like I'm almost experiencing as if it was sunset, and it starts to get cold in the valley, like right when it's almost setting, but it's like you're in the shade. That's like I'm just on the brink of getting that sun. You're probably all cozy right now, and I'm still
I
like,
got warm.
You got warm, right? It's kind of
Right,
chill. I
yeah,
can just feel my hand. I'm just gonna get that in a minute, so I'm looking forward to it. We got an umbrella in case it gets too hot, though. But yeah, I'm sorry to interject and just like it's lucid and
Well, I mean, the reason I said that is just like I think we're all like. The zombie apocalypse is us.
Yes.
Like the humans, zombies are coming. We are the zombie.
Yeah.
And the mushrooms are like, get it together, guys. Like, wake up.
What do you think? What are your feelings on AI?
I think it's bullshit. I think it's completely made up. It's a human-made system. It doesn't exist in nature. My dog doesn't see AI. My neighbor's bird doesn't see AI. The plants don't see AI, and it's a human. It's a distraction.
Isn't it a tool though? Just like human beings created tools thousands of years ago to help hunt and create fire and to live in and harness almost like what this world has more to offer.
You need to see 2001 Space Odyssey immediately. That's I'm just saying that's like the tool, like the monkey discovers the bone, and he's like, I can use this as a weapon.
Isn't that a Steven Spielberg film?
No, it's Stanley Kubrick.
A Space Odyssey.
It's Stanley Kubrick.
It's super aesthetic. I've seen some of the photos and stills.
Yeah, no,
and
it's
clips.
cool. It's cool. I think that you'd like it.
But the tools we've developed have given us the 3rd Street Promenade. They've given us the Grove. Right? They've given us like we're not that intelligent, right? So the key is going back into nature and living amongst the wilderness.
Yeah.
And that's going to happen, or this all fries. I mean, and like I said earlier, this is all going to get decomposed by the mushrooms at some point.
Sure.
Are we going to help them or not?
What about experiencing what this, era has to offer? For example, you look at cars, right? You look at Formula One, right? There's these super duper, incredibly meticulously built, aerodynamically efficient vehicles that are driving at as fast as they possibly can with the regulations that are put in place to protect the drivers. Something like that I find is incredibly fascinating.
Using the combustion engine to the best of its peak ability is what you're saying.
Harnessing the power of the combustion engine and aerodynamics and the individual drivers and what they're doing and the teams and the investment behind it.
But that's such a very specific technology that what he's saying is that that little piece of technology is so insignificant in the scope of intelligence, in grand intelligence is what you're saying.
So if we look at like human life, we live to be 60, 70, 80 years, and you look at geological time, there's like 10,000 years or 100,000 year cycles. And so the Earth is just kind of like this. U.S. has been around for 250 years. Humans have been on Earth.
Not that long.
Not long at all.
It doesn't feel.
It could go away tomorrow,
yeah, it's like
and no one would miss the United States.
Yeah, I
If
mean,
anything, they'd be like, "Thank God it's gone."
It's like if you think about the Renaissance, right? And I always think about that. It was only 500 years ago.
Yeah.
And the average lifespan during the Renaissance, given a lot of it is between the age of 1 and 5, or infancy to 5 is the most like if you survive that, most likely you're going to live to, let's say, retirement age. But in the average age was still only 39 years old for so it's an odd, just extending the lifespan within the last 500 years by double on average is significant.
Huge.
And how brief history, human history actually really is.
100%.
It just feels so like, I don't know we theorize about when we find, certain fossils, and I don't know how much faith you put into that, carbon dating, and, the moon is 93, or the sun is 93 million miles away, and the moon is 130,000 miles away. How do we know it's not like a geocentric model and all these other things that we can kind of question about, right? But like, it just seems really brief, human, and like
brief.
you also said, it is just, obviously like the cuneiform of like the ancient Sumerians and like Egyptian sort of, hieroglyphs and things like that. There isn't much permanence, and that's only like 5,000 years ago. You know what I mean? What like first dynasty, maybe, I don't know, Egyptian, or like our oldest
Maybe
sort of
10,000 years ago.
maybe 10,000 cuneiforms 10,000 years
That's
ago,
like one
right?
geological cycle, but a small geological cycle.
It's just so small,
right. And
it's just
our
so like
inflated sense of
tiny,
self-
really.
And so when I look at this, like Paul Stamets, actually, to bring it full circle, he talks about mass extinction. He's the only mycologist I've ever heard talk about how like 75% of life on Earth could die because of humans. We're on this path.
Yep.
And it happened last 66 million years ago when the dinosaurs went extinct, and the fungi survived that. So if we're going to adapt to the Earth, we have to study mushrooms.
Yeah.
And most people, like you're saying, we're not like even interacting with them. And so like mass extinction is what I'm concerned about. And like that's where we're headed if we don't change. And that's a hard conversation to have with people.
Can I ask you, do you also harvest mushrooms?
I have, yeah.
Yeah.
I've grown mushrooms and cultivated them, like lion's mane, reishi, turkey
Yeah.
tail.
Okay, cool.
Because in Asia, they're medicinal. Like
Yeah.
They're just used for cancer treatment, like turkey tail and reishi.
You mentioned learning to cultivate an organ. What was the calling that you felt to
we were
go
talking
there?
before the show, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I went to Oregon to this conference called Radical Mycology, and it's about like cultivation and foraging and just learning how to understand natural systems, permaculture. And it was just like a beautiful place to be. You're camping out in the middle of the woods. You're meeting I didn't know anyone at the conference. No one really knew anyone. You just go there by yourself. And I now have friends I still talk to. I have a buddy in Palestine that's a mushroom farmer there, and he was telling me about like what it's like to be a mushroom farmer when there's a huge war going on at the center of your life. And so it was like really good global perspective to feel the interconnectedness. And Oregon's like a very woodsy place with a lot of rain, so you can get a lot of outdoor mushrooms growing.
Wow.
But yeah, for me, this whole mass extinction event is like the only thing I really care about. Everything else, like everything going on in LA, New York, all the urban craziness, that's a symptom of the human species. But the natural world is being affected by it. So we have to reorganize ourselves to align with nature. And that's not my job to figure out. But it's my job to tell stories about it.
What are some, ways you've aligned yourself with nature, some big shifts that you've made in your life?
I just, I'm wearing a mushroom hat.
Yeah,
I have a crown on my head.
It might be made out of polyester, though.
Oh, 100% is. It's cheap, it's from Hollywood, and it's not ideal.
Yeah.
And it's going to have to be trashed at some point.
Yeah, you're going to have to upgrade that to organic cotton at some point.
Which is probably not going to happen.
Did you,
You could probably find somebody to hand make one.
I'd love that.
Yeah.
And you could actually make it out of mushroom
I would
material.
love that too.
You could just use like there's insulating houses with mushrooms, and there's all kinds of applications for mushrooms.
Yes.
I feel like these days,
Totally. And the mushrooms aren't going to save us. I think that's another thing people think. It's like, oh yeah, if I eat a lot of psilocybin, if I microdose, it's going to save me. And you're like, no, dude, that's really just going to help you get through the day.
But I do like how microdosing has become a sort of more
substitute,
or that people are doing it. Like that psilocybin, like microdosing is becoming more common amongst like squares, as you could put it, right?
But it's also escapism for people. I've noticed that a lot at the farmer's market. I meet people, and like, I was in Brazil and I couldn't do my psilocybin protocol for 10 days. And they're acting like they're like a junkie looking for their fix.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I think the mushrooms want you to like not be an addict.
Yeah. Yeah.
People are like, I'm doing microdosing to be more productive at work.
I had a buddy.
They don't want you to work. Mushrooms, this whole work thing that you've alluded to at the beginning, is a human creation.
Yeah, of course.
No other animal works.
Yeah, yeah.
They just live.
No, of course. Yeah, yeah. It's absurd.
And all we can do is smile and laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? We have to laugh through it. And we have to still do what we do. Like to your point, like what am I going to change? Everything. But I'm still Ryan. I still have this identity. I want to like hang out and party.
Yeah.
Right? So I
What's
can't-
up, Ryan? Good to meet you.
I can't be depressed, you know? Like,
Ryan, yeah.
We can't die.
Yeah, yeah. So
Right?
we got Ryan.
Yeah.
Before it was a Mushroom
Well,
King.
the Mushroom King is a persona to talk about mass extinction. And then we've covered it. My job is done. I'm Ryan.
Got
I can go
it.
back to being me.
Okay,
I can't
cool.
talk about mass extinction wearing. You would never have interviewed me today to talk about mass extinction if I was Ryan wearing a T-shirt.
Yeah.
So I wear this during my comedy shows.
So when you okay,
See
so
what I'm saying?
so
Maybe.
You get
So
it
what-
now, a
The
little
Mushroom
bit.
King is almost the link.
The persona, like a Saturday Night Live sketch.
So
I'm doing the LA Fringe Festival this weekend to like reach people, but I act like an idiot because I'm wearing a crown.
yeah.
What,
That was a way to elicit attention, is what you're
I'm
saying.
being a spectacle.
Yeah.
To talk about serious issues.
what
for
are Ryan's goals?
Oh man, I want to like have so much fun, travel. I want to like shop locally, eat great healthy food.
Yeah.
I like to rock climb. I love rock climbing. I love my rock climbing friends.
Yeah.
You know, traveling is my favorite thing. Skiing.
Hmm.
You know, I love going outdoors.
Yeah.
It's beautiful to live in California. We can access so many mountains here.
Sure.
True. It's true.
I love meeting new people. I like dating people. I like dating women.
Yeah.
Dating is fun. Getting to know someone. Having it not even work is even better sometimes. Like
Yeah.
sensing red flags and then walking away.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a great experience, right? You get to protect our energy.
Sure. What do you think
I
about
like how you protecting your energy is a good experience.
It's a great experience because I get to be around.
Oh, sorry, but
What about protecting our energy versus sharing our energy? Because
CAPUTO.
somebody brought up an interesting point to me a couple weeks ago about how when they
Mushroom King loves you. The Mushroom King loves you very much.
shout out Mushroom King.
I get a lot of love back. That's the thing, is that Ryan doesn't get like people, random women drinking Starbucks coffee saying they love me,
Yeah.
right?
Does
So-
she know you?
I said I say the
No,
Mushroom
no, but
King-
I mean, does she know you from being Mushroom King? Is that
I
what you're
said
saying?
Mushroom King loves her.
Oh,
And then
okay.
She said I love you too and pointed to me.
Okay, there you go.
So that's what we're doing. We're swapping energy.
Yeah. Do you feel more energized when you protect your energy or when you share your energy?
I can share it up to a point, and then have to protect it. I give people chances, but only a small chance.
Sure.
There's only a limited amount of bandwidth I have.
Got it. Got it.
Well, I'm getting a little bit hot.
Yeah, it's gonna get hot over there.
Yeah. Is there? And I have to go shopping too. And have
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna send you, Gunnar. I'm gonna send you out there with that mic anyway. Let's see how
Yeah.
far it can go.
Yeah.
So
Let's do it.
if you don't mind grabbing that from,
Mushroom King, is that a wrap? Do you want to tell people what you're going to be up to? And
yeah, do that.
Go
So
for
I'm
it.
at the LA Fringe Festival this Friday, and I'll be doing this Mushroom King show around LA and around Southern California. Go to lamush.com, LAMUSH, lamush.org. LA Mushrooms is my company. And the Mushroom King's a comedy show. I'll be doing a 1 hour set.
I don't think this is running anymore. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
What? I don't. Is your camera on still, Gunnar? Or it's froze?
It's froze.
It's frozen. The live.
Oh, we were live streaming?
No, yeah, we're live streaming.
Oh, nice. Later, people. So
I'm
lamush.org.
Yeah, I was trying to get you on the camera there, but
Oh, no worries.
and I think you were in the camera until you weren't. It
Okay.
just but we have a video going in the background. Are you wearing some sunblock though?
Yeah.
Okay, good, smart.
Yeah, cool.
It gets hot. All right, brother.
All right, brother. What's your name? Michael?
Michael, your buddy wrote it down.
Yeah, okay.
Did you get the?
Yeah. Good to meet you, man. Michael, pleasure. Thanks so much.
Thank you, brother.
Ryan and Mushroom King.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Will this go on YouTube?
This will be.
Yeah, it's on YouTube. Yeah.
Whenever you're at the farmers market, you're welcome to pop
you guys
by.
gonna be here?
Say what's up. We'll be here every Wednesday.
Oh, sweet, man.
Yeah.
Awesome. Pleasure. Glad you know David.
Yes. Likewise. Meeting vlog.
Yeah.
Is the video working again?
You got the video working? Oh, you did. Here you go. Take that. See how far you can go.
How can I know? Is this a good distance?
Yeah, you're good right now.
All right. Well,
You're gonna go over there and peep that, and you're still in the camera too. You know.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you're over there. You can over there squeeze
All
a
right,
couple
so,
melons. Give us a
we're
melon
live
report.
from the farmers market.
Give us a melon report.
What do we got here today? Can you say it into the mic?
Sugar cubes and galleons.
Sugar cubes and galleons. You got that.
That guy is a wiser
Middle
staple.
Eastern melon. What are the health benefits?
Run faster and jump higher.
Run faster, jump higher. Amazing. All right. Mike, can you still hear me? Give me a wave. All right, cool. What about now? Is this distance?
Yeah,
okay?
yeah, I can still hear you. Yes, yeah.
I'm just gonna use a visual. Come on over. All right, I'll come over to you.
Yeah, you're good.
We're live right now. They can hear me
Yes.
through the mic.
Yep.
Venice Farmers, at the Santa Monica Farmers Market, we had some amazing t-shirts with fresh vegetables on them, some fruit.
Who are you?
Who am I? Oh, my name is Samantha Meyer.
Samantha Meyer.
I am the designer of the t-shirts, and I screen printed them, and I ate them after.
Tell us about the t-shirts. What are they? Why should somebody buy them? What are they representing? What's the energy behind the t-shirts?
Well, they are t-shirts that they're vegetables and fruits from the famous Weiser family farms, and their vegetables and fruits are so beautiful and rare that we thought they should be photographed. So I took some of the coolest ones and the most popular ones, so the potatoes, the Romanesco, the melons, and I photographed them and then screen printed them on vintage t-shirts. So it's all the story of it's being farm to table, you know, from picking up the vegetable from the farm and then photographing it and then eating it and it. I think it's like the most sustainable way to live, and it's just a showcase of that. So.
Okay, that's beautiful. So when people buy these t-shirts, what are they supporting?
They're supporting sustainability and healthy living, and the t-shirts genuinely make people happy. Like someone will pass me wearing the radish, and like the Weiser radishes are very like people are, so it'll bring a smile on someone's face. Like, oh, that's the Weiser radish, the Weiser melon, and it's almost like your vibe type of thing where. You know, you find like-minded people that way, and I think that connection is super cool, and that's what farming and sustainability and this whole, you know, kind of industry is all about.
Okay, farming and sustainability. How do you live your life in a sustainable and aligned way?
I think just as what we are doing here, we're at the farmer's market and we're getting the vegetables that were farmed by the farmer that I'm looking at right now, and you know, within community that we all live in. So I think that is the most sustainable way to live, because I'm going to grab some of these vegetables and then go home and cook them and then go to my design studio and repurpose some t-shirts, you know. So I think
beautiful.
That's it, you know.
That's it.
Small details. Lives.
Yeah, it's the little things, it's the communities and the connections between, you know, small businesses that, you know, support the ecosystem of where we live, essentially.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well said. So if you guys are interested in a fruit or vegetable t-shirt, sustainably made with vintage,
yep.
What are the fabrics?
The fabric, I mean, they're like cotton tees, but they're like they're vintage, so that's why like we have to. Someone has to like try the fit, and they're one of a kind. So
there it is.
We can't see the t-shirts, folks, but
brands these days,
they're over there. I'm gonna
like,
have him bring one.
You know,
we have to work on a remote.
Buy 100 BS blank shirts, and nobody knows if you're gonna buy. There's attention behind it. There's integrity behind it, where you know every single gets attention. So I think.
Amazing. You can feel when you wear it.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Beautiful. Yeah. So, farmers market Wednesdays. Are you going to be here next week?
I don't know if I will personally, but someone will be here with it. But the t-shirts live. Weiser has a new farm stand at the Row downtown LA, which is a super cool area. So Thursdays and Saturdays is the farm stand, and the t-shirts will always be there. But the t-shirts will be here on Wednesdays as well.
Spectacular. There it is.
Yeah, thanks.
Great talking with you. I'll see you around.
Thanks. Have fun.
Thank you. All right, we just tapped in with somebody. Oh, okay. I see some pistachios over here. Pistachio guy. Hey, can you tell us about your pistachios?
Turn that off, I will.
You don't want to be recorded audio? No? Not okay, completely fine.
He said you turn that off.
I've had these pistachios before. They're spectacular.
Bruh.
And the pistachio oil is really good as well.
Pistachios. Shit's
Okay,
crazy.
Mike, how we looking, bro?
We're good.
We're
This
looking
sound
good?
I heard the other.
We're looking great. Okay, perfect.
We got you.
I'm gonna just go further. Let's test the range of this thing.
You were limited.
Let me know when I cut out. I'm gonna just go through the ABCs and let me.
You're cutting out.
C.
You cut out.
E.
You straight cut.
So
Cut. You straight cut.
H.
Yeah, you cut out. Play it. It's a wrap. Live and direct from the farmer's market over in Santa Monica. It's a live podcast. Yeah. Photo play vérité. It's a photo play vérité.
Photo play verite in the building. We're in the 3rd Street Promenade. Santa Monica Farmers Market. Wednesday Chef's Market. Raekwon Chef.
And nuts, melons.
He just cut back
all
in.
these beautiful fruits and vegetables.
I see that melon
are
over there.
flourishing in an abundance.
Yeah,
Got
you.
Mr. Weiser on the right.
Yeah, you cut out
And
quick.
Now we're back into the zone.
You cut out quick, man.
So let's tap back in with Mike. See where we're at.
Yeah, you cut out, man. Okay, that mic worked great.
How far did I get?
You got about just past Weiser there. It's not far. I heard
The pistachio cat, man.
He's like, yeah, you turn that off. I'm like, how do you know it's not off?
Player, like, relax.
Like, really though, like, what you like, what we're gonna like the FBI is looking for the pistachio man.
Yeah, we're here representing, you know. And if people don't want to get represented, it is what it is, man. These people know what's going on.
He got a little bit upset about that, huh?
I'm gonna stop this guy right here. Gio, can you sit for a moment?
Oh, he hit you with a melon, man.
Oh man, Gio,
he hit you
stay.
off with a straight melon.
Can you stay for like 2 minutes? I want to talk to
He
you.
wants to ask you a few questions.
I want to talk to you, man.
Just talking to that little.
Give him a headset real quick.
Oh,
here you go. There we go. We got Giovanni in the cut. My man.
Gio, do you hear it?
Yes.
Hold on, let me turn your mic up. Let me see if you're up. How are you?
Good, thank.
Let me see. Speak a little bit more into the.
Yeah, I'm
okay,
good.
Perfect. Okay, good.
A little too close.
Nice. No, that's good. That's good. I see you sometimes at the. You work for which farm do you work for?
I work for Tutti Frutti farm
Tutti
and
Frutti.
Lily's Eggs.
Which one? Oh, Lily's Eggs.
Yeah.
Okay, that's right. Amazing. So and how long you been doing the farmers market with that? Because I recognize you. Since I moved here maybe 2.5 years ago, I've recognized you at the one farm with the Tutti Frutti, I think.
Yeah, I work for 8 years ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you've been working there 8 years.
Gio, what do you love about the farmers market?
I love the people, you know, the community.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
I feel each person love.
Yeah.
You know, so I love to all people around.
Yeah.
Different country.
Yeah.
You know, LA is like that.
Yeah, for sure.
So
Yeah.
that's why I love that.
So you've been working at the farmers market for 8 years.
8 years probably or 10.
How did you get into it?
You know, I work on the parking Wells Fargo Bank, so
Yeah.
I give you a favor to a long time ago to my friends, parking for free all the time. He was work on Tutti Frutti.
Yeah.
So he introduced me over there, and
Yeah.
I get the job.
Amazing.
Perfect.
I'm lucky because I love that, you know?
Yeah. No, it suits you.
Yeah.
It's a vibe. Yeah.
Good vibe.
So, are you originally from LA?
No, I'm from, I was born in El Salvador.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I have a very close friend of mine was from El Salvador, Isaú. And you came over. How long ago did you come to?
You know, I was come to 1998. Yeah.
1998. Damn. Okay. So you've been here for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. You still have a nice, strong accent. I like it. Yeah,
Thank
yeah,
you,
yeah, yeah,
thank
yeah.
you.
It's charming. So, is this the only thing you do here in farmers market? What else do you do besides work at the farmers market? Do you,
You know, I like to. I get a lot of stuff from here, and I like to with all my family love to cook.
Of course.
So
Yes.
we cook, and we give you food sometime with the homeless outside.
Oh, really?
I like to do it like that.
Oh, nice. Because you get all the extra stuff that's
Yes,
going to go bad.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I take I'm cooking in the morning too, and I bring to make any kind of food, and I share with the community here,
Okay.
workers.
Oh, amazing.
I
Yeah.
made burritos, or my wife made a pupusa, whatever.
Amazing.
You know?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I like to share it with us.
Cool.
Yeah.
And do you do other farmers markets besides the Santa Monica one?
Yes, I made a Hollywood and Playa Vista.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
Those are. What's your favorite market though?
Out
Out of those ones.
You know, here in Hollywood.
Okay.
Yeah.
Different vibes, right?
Different. Really
It's funny because I used to do the farmers market in New York.
Okay.
And that's why I told Gunnar. I said he should do, like working at the farm. And I did it because I like the people, speak to the people, and I did it at Union Square, and then I did it, which is in the middle of. It's a very busy market. It's very central, very busy place.
New York City.
Yeah, New York City.
Yeah.
And then I did it in my neighborhood in Fort Greene as well. And they had both were. People watching was really good in Union Square, but you didn't know it. And then in my own neighborhood, I knew everybody, right? So it's like, it's a different, or it's just almost one's quaint versus one that's not so. So what do you like about what makes Hollywood different than this one?
In Hollywood, I know I like more Hollywood here because I feel that people more.
They're more personable.
Yes.
They talk to you more.
Yeah, more, and I don't know. The vibe is more.
It's more alive.
I know exactly what he's talking about.
Yeah.
I work alongside Giovanni at the Hollywood Farmers Market
That's
on Sundays.
great. We should come over there and visit you on a Sunday, and we should do one from. Is Sunday the best day at the Hollywood market?
Yes.
Because Wednesday, I think that this market on Wednesday is like the chef's market, they call it, right?
Yes.
So it's more like there's a different farmer's market when there's hot food at the farmer's market versus when there's not hot food.
Yes, when it's hot, it's more.
No, but like food that they're making. Served. Serve it like food that's ready to eat. You get a different crowd.
Different, yeah. In Hollywood, they have a lot of places.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here, around here, the restaurant don't complain. That's why they don't come to sell the food,
With the restaurants complaining?
Yes, yeah. That's why you see here is not the same that Hollywood. They have a lot of place to make a food, cooking food. You can. You have a lot of choice.
Yeah. We eat well at the Hollywood market. Yeah. I mean, Gio will hook it up with a coconut every now and then, and
fresh coconut.
Fresh coconut.
I wasn't aware that Santa Monica didn't offer hot food solely because the businesses around complain.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I thought it was like a choice that they made, sort of a conscious choice to say, this is a serious market. It's just foods for chefs to cook.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. And the customer come to buy a little bit stuff too.
Yeah.
But Hollywood I love more.
Yeah, you like the vibe.
Yeah, the vibe
and
is
the people.
Really, yeah, the people.
Do you feel that they're neighborhood people there more like versus here where it's like
Yes.
more transient?
Yes.
You know, people here are just coming in to do this and then leave.
Here is a lot of people too, but in Hollywood,
Yeah.
more. But I love Hollywood.
Do you-
I don't know because I live close there too. You know.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Where do you live in Los
I
Angeles?
live in Normandy and Santa Monica.
Oh, okay. So is that is that Hollywood neighborhood?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
So.
Do you like Hollywood as a neighborhood in general?
Yes.
Okay. What's your favorite neighborhood in LA?
In LA, everywhere, you know, LA is very, you know, it's immigrant community.
Yeah, sure.
So I love this place.
Yeah.
I love Santa Monica. I love Venice.
Yeah.
Everywhere that I'm going.
you love it. Yeah.
I'll be here. I work a long time in a Wells Fargo parking bank.
Yeah, you
for
said.
16 years.
For how long?
16 years.
For 16 years.
So
Wow.
I know the community around here, the
Oh,
police,
amazing.
the
Yeah,
security, everything.
Everything, yeah. And you just talk to everybody. Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm happy.
If you could give people advice to, I mean, you're such a happy person. You're so grateful. You have an amazing energy about you. I'm lucky and thankful to know you. If you could give advice to people who are going through something, to people who, you know, wake up and think, oh my gosh, I have to go do this. Like, what advice would you give to the Demi Downers of the world?
Your first one, I just come to the person, you know, and I talking about God.
Yeah.
You know, that's the first time. Because I can feel the people when, you know, they are bad, you know, calm down or everything, you know. So I just come to try to get up by talking about God. You know, God is real.
Yeah.
And if you got God in your heart, you'll be happy all the time. You know, that's my. When you believe God,
yeah,
you always I'm sorry about my
transcend.
English. You know? Sorry about my English.
You transcend?
Yes. You
Okay.
know?
Yeah.
Level up.
Yeah.
Level up.
Yeah.
Always. So I try to. Every morning I just want to see if I see a homie or something. I just wanna do it first time. When I wake up, I just say thanks God another free day. You know.
Yeah.
And I try to doing something for somebody needs something, you know. So in the morning, if I come to the parking lot, I see always the old man, he was sitting there.
Mm-hmm.
I just bring oatmeal or something or soup and give it to him to eat, and I feel so good, you know.
You get a good feeling from doing
yes,
that. Yeah.
I just feel to help everybody.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, if you come to me or wherever he come,
Yeah.
I just try to help them, and I
Yeah.
feel good.
That's a great.
Yeah.
Gio, what do you do when you need help?
You know, I just go with God.
And
that's the way.
And how do you go with God? What's your way of going with God, if you don't mind sharing with us?
I just talk to him. I don't need to go to the church when I need to go with him, you know. I just pray and talk to him, and I feel him, and I know he's with me. So when I start to get that connection with him, I feel so good, you know.
Yeah.
He wake me up all the time.
Beautiful.
You know, so when I just wanna tell you guys, when you believe him, you're always good. When you come down, but you have a connection with him, always he wake you up.
Yeah. Yeah, a connection with God is incredibly important.
Very important. The human, because a lot of human now, they don't believe him. A lot in the world. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was going to ask, what do you think about the current situation that's going on with ICE and stuff like that?
I feel so bad.
Yeah.
Sometimes when I see the videos,
yes,
kids cry. I feel so bad and I cry too, you know, because
Yeah.
we all immigrant. And
Yeah.
the art,
Yeah.
you know, God created everything.
Yes.
And you can go everywhere.
Yeah,
The
of course,
human
yeah.
make a borders,
I
but
know.
you can go everywhere.
That's true.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When we pass away, when we die, we don't get nothing. Right?
He shared a very similar sentiment as to the Mushroom King was expressing there as well, like that. It's
We're all connected.
This is, and we're all connected, and also this is just already. It's ethereal. It's it's ashes already. You know.
Exactly.
You know. It's
So,
just.
I'm never thinking the situation now is so bad.
Yeah.
So do you think God created the borders, or do you think humans created
The
the
He just
human.
said the humans.
Human.
right?
The
I want to
human.
just clarify.
Yeah.
But and do you feel humans are creations by God?
No,
No. Okay.
Huh. Yeah.
no. God, you know, that's only one God. You know, and God is everywhere in the human. If you believe Him, He's inside. When He's come to, and when you believe it, He's come to you. He never come out to you.
So we have to first, almost like plugging in the phone to the wall. You can't just charge the phone by leaving it there. You have to plug in. And is that how you feel God is? You have to plug into God to
Exactly.
then be connected to Him.
Yes.
We have to make the effort.
Yeah, you know, let me tell you this. Mother, you know Mother Teresa?
Mother Teresa, I recognize. the
Okay,
name.
here she say, when you see, if you wake up, if you be mad, if you see around to you, all people you gotta feel the same like you, how you feel, you know. But if you wake up all the time, you say, God, give me another day in a happiness, happy life, you know. It depends how do you feel. You can see all connection around to you.
Yeah.
You know, but if you always mad, you gotta see all people the same like you.
Yeah.
But if you make a
Like
love,
law of attraction.
yes, it is like that. You know, when you make a love all around to you, you gotta feel like that too.
Sure.
You know, and if some people they come to you and want to see like him, but you gotta change. You know, sometimes. In the parking lot, some people come, they want to park there and they want to leave and they don't respect, you know. But when I stop them, then they'll be mad and they'll call me with anything, with that, blah, 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 you know. But I just say, God bless.
You give them love.
Yes, yes, that.
Wow.
And some people, they coming back. One time, one black come and park and leave, wanna leave, and I say, sir, this parking lot is only for Wells Fargo. And he say, I don't care, blah, 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 blah. And I say, if you leave, I have to tow your car. And doing whatever he want, he say. So I just say, you know what, God bless you. He's coming back and he respond to me, give me a hug.
That's great.
You know what I mean? So I give you a hug and he say, I'm sorry, but he say he's crazy, you know. But and then that time I say, okay, now you can go. You know, but you gotta respect everywhere that you go. You have to respect and ask first. If they can give you a favor, it's fine. You come to me. If you come to me and say you need something, I can give you a favor, but you gotta respect, you know? So
Yeah.
the respect is very important in the human. It doesn't matter you black, you're white, you're Spanish, whatever, you know? It's very important because the blood is the same color.
One race. The
Yes,
human
sir.
race.
Yes, sir. That's it, you know? So you Lauren, you're so nice person. I feel the first time when I see you, I say thanks God in my inside, you know, because I feel in you, you know, and God bless you because you are a nice person.
Likewise, Gio. Giovanni,
Thank you, Gio.
Give us some round of applause. There we.
Oh, Giovanni. Oh, 1 second. We got Giovanni round of applause.
Giovanni, thank you for being on the show, my friend.
Thank you, Gio.
Thank you.
I'm gonna stay seated. You can give me that mic if you want. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate you.
Sorry about my English.
Oh no, it's all good. It's all good.
Thank you. All right.
So, what do you think? Did you want to go around and do a little bit more of I think that I had a little echo on
I
there.
think we wrap it up right there. That was a great show. A great way to end it. Next week we'll be here a little bit earlier, a little more punctual. We got our celebration melon right here. In the spirit of Giovanni, I'm going to gift this melon to somebody who needs it most.
Really? Let me just fade it out here for a second. Ooh.
The sun just flickered.
Yeah. That was a little flicker.
What a great show, man.
Yeah, hold up a second. Let me just... Give me 1 sec. Hello. Thank you, Gio. Thank you, my friend.
boxes. Okay, that's it. Hit me with a strawberry. Nice.